Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed judges. It is an honor being selected to introduce Emulai here. I've seen the other projects and they are really amazing. So what we do is simple. We do DeFi copy trading. Let me get into it. I think we can all agree that the hardest job in the world isn't brain surgery, it isn't rocket science, it's trading crypto. Even geniuses struggle sometimes. We have insider trading, whale manipulation, vaporware projects infesting the ecosystem, and marketing noise adding to it. So to address it, traders and funds use a growing trend of on-chain analysis offered by many different companies. And a popular way of using this data is allowing users to watch specific wallets. It's great because they provide insights on what experienced traders are doing. And humans have access to information that's simply not available on chain or online in general. But there are two problems with this. One, there's no way for a user to choose their own definition of smart, taking into account profit indicators and appetite for risk. And users still need to execute the transactions manually, potentially missing the opportunity window. So what if you could easily browse hundreds of millions of wallets, sort them with powerful filters and financial indicators, and then automatically execute what they do? That's what we do at Emulai. We've built an infrastructure which is powerful enough to profile every existing wallet. Block by block, we analyze their transactions, rate their trades, and create everyone's financial profile. We did the hard work so that you can find the truly remarkable traders out there that fit your risk appetite and trading style using a growing range of filters. And with just a couple of clicks on our web app, a client, you will be able to automatically copy their future transactions without asking permission. How it works is when you start copying someone, you're deploying a smart contract, you're depositing any amount that you want. It is non-custodial, and we take a small fee from that, 0.5%. And we cannot access those funds, and you can withdraw anytime. As a byproduct of the huge infrastructure we need to run this, we can offer retail services. We can offer business services like big data, developer APIs, oracles, and custom indexers. We already have them because we use them. We are in talk with clients which are ready to buy this data. We analyzed our market opportunities compared to others operating in similar sectors. There is no direct competitor at the moment. So we built a possible revenue stream based on deposit fees, premium plans, and business-to-business services. Happy to go in details with you. There are market players that we use to validate the idea: Nansen, eToro, DBank. No one does the same. They do parts of this. And going forward, we think AI will play a major role in our product because we can apply prediction engines and recommender suggestions based on the indexes we built. But pro users will be able to define parameters to build their own synthetic indexes from clusters of wallets. And for retail, accepting credit cards will allow to broaden the user base and getting regulator compliance. We can become custodial for the users who prefer that for ease of use, and that allows us to have additional revenue streams and big saving opportunities. This is a bit of our timeline. We've built an infrastructure, copy trading works.
Time's up.
We need now to build the
Time's
clients.
up.
So mobile, time's up. This is the team. We've been working with Fortune 500 companies together for many years.
All right, so let's go ahead and questions from the judges.
Does it include also tracking NFT transactions?
It will, not currently. But yeah, it's on the roadmap.
Do you track wallets only from DEX, decentralized wallet? What about centralized exchanges like Binance, Crypto.com? Are you able to track that? Because I'm sure most of the big traders are on SEX compared to DEX.
It's a good question. Currently, we are tracking only from DEXs, and the offer is already in the hundreds of millions of wallets that you can choose to follow. So it's pretty big offering. But it's true that when we will have user registration, so you can claim your decentralized wallet, you will be able to use your APIs to connect your DEX profiles, and that will allow us to reward you depending on how many people follow you.
First of all, I think that's a very good product that you have there. Yeah, but then in order for you to compete with the existing providers, and even there's a lot of SEX right now. Even Bybit, they have their own copy trading. So how are you going to compete with them? And then what is your go-to-market strategy?
No competitor does it like we do. The choice we offer, I think it's one of the selling points we will use, and also the ability of tracking people that don't know that will be tracked. I think it will be an attractor for our marketing messages. We have a bit of a community because we built a previous product, and we have some followers that will allow us and help us growing organically a wait list. But I think we can attract users that are not currently in the DeFi.
But how big is your community right now?
I'm sorry?
How big is your community?
How big?
How big is your community right now?
It's about 10,000 users combining Telegram and Twitter. But we didn't start the marketing yet. We've been developing for the past 1.5 years, only on the back end to do the indexing and the smart contracts. And
so I have a couple of questions. I think it's a very exciting market. I mean, no doubt, I think trading has always been absolutely challenged. And of course, when it comes to crypto, that's not so much a fundamental and technical anymore. Sometimes it just doesn't apply. If there's another FTX happens and that's it, boom, what fundamental and technical, right? But nonetheless, I would like to tap on more as an understanding and say, what is your go-to-market strategies? Because you're competing with all the big boys, and how will you find what would be the most cost-efficient and also the most effective of go-to-market strategy? That's my first. My second question, your revenue plan. Your revenue plan seems to be not within there are a lot of players that are in this space, and the revenue model doesn't seem to be very much more competitive as compared to other players that I know of. How are you going to compete that based on the USP?
Well, as for the go-to-market strategy, it will it will be more similar to what eToro does than the other Web3, than what you see in Web3 in general. What I mean is, we've been working with a few projects in insurance space and other places that could be somewhat similar. Once you find acquisition cost that is less than lifetime value of the customer, you can target advertising, direct advertising to people interested in trading in general. So there's growth, organic growth, but also advertising, like any SaaS, basically. And I'm not sure if I'm answering the question completely, but feel free to elaborate. And sorry, the other question.
And your fees slices compared to others.
0.5, yeah. 0.5%, I think aligns with some of the projects I've seen. If you account for hidden fees that they have after, like they have fees for when you convert, for when the trade happens, which are which are hidden in other platforms. Instead, we are hands off. After the first deposit fee, we are hands off.
Time's up.
So I think it's rather competitive.